All right, what's going on, man? Crazy stuff that's going on. So I was reading an article about this a couple days ago. So the Haitian president Jovenel Moïse was having on Friday, man. He was assassinated actually by I want to say a group of mercenaries, man. These were trained professionals. They actually said there were Americans involved in this, 2 Americans that were involved. As a result, it was like 17 people that were detained due to questioning, man. But it seemed like, man, they were professional killers, man. I mean, 2 dozen people, retired members of the Colombian military, but some more details began to emerge. The people who killed Moise was little as known about the suspect and masterminds, the motivation of the attack. So the State Department is aware of the arrest of the 2 U.S. citizens in Haiti following the attack. The State Department said on Friday, adding that the U.S. was sending investigative assistance to the country of its request. Now, think about this Haitian president. He's been around since 2017. And when I was doing some extensive research, like, man, Haiti has been going through a lot, man, for decades, man. I mean, a long that been debt to France. They actually, too, 60% of the people who live there are actually living below the poverty line, and 61% of their children, in that country are malnourished. So we was thinking like, okay, well, majority of their revenue, what it comes from, like people donating things, like when natural disasters happen, like earthquakes, hurricanes, things like that in that nature. They get millions and millions of dollars from these other countries. But then again, too, is it dispersed? Like, is it developing the infrastructure? Is it, helping these people? Like, why is the poverty rate so freaking high in this country? And that's a huge thing. I used to work with some people who lived in Haiti back in 2013 when I was interning in college at Disney World. They say, yeah, we just gotta wait just so we can get new jobs and new opportunities. That's why we in America. A lot of them went to migrate to Florida, and they was simply saying that, yeah, it's a new opportunity for us, and we just don't like the politics there. Now they went into this man's home. I mean, his palace. I mean, he's with a lot of police all the time, every day, all day, man. And they have Overwatch. They have a lot of people just like having this, here secure. It's always supposed to be secure. So they came in there, I mean, saw him and just saw through and killed him in his bedroom. They wounded his wife. So the good thing is, at least his wife is still alive to actually tell and give testimony actually what happened, so they can really get to the bottom of it, man. It's actually a video of one of the Haitian police actually arresting them, and it led to a shootout after that too. So they killed four of the perpetrators, and 2 of them was in custody, man. Known as a U.S. American. So I think Joe Biden actually put out a statement on that, man. So, but at the end of the day, man, this is crazy. Like, I know this is an underdeveloped country, third world country, you want to say, but even the so-called leader of that particular country is dead. That's huge on many levels, man. So it's a lot of things going on. Man, the pastors and some of the people from Haiti, man, what they pray for that country, man. I didn't really think this was gonna happen. He's 53 years of age. I don't know if you have any children, but oh boy, this was like really news breaking here. So, man, he was a former banana exporter, and he was a divisive figure in Haitian politics. So he spent most of this past year waging a political war with the opposition over terms of his presidency, because I think he was urging for a fifth presidency. So they said for now it is immediately clear who will replace him: Judge Jean or Morin, president of the National Association of Haitian Judges, told CNN the line of the presidential succession in the country is now murky. Throughout the presidency, Moise had repeatedly failed to hold elections at local and national levels. Yes, he did. Yep. He repeatedly failed to hold elections in local and national levels, leaving much of the country's governing infrastructure empty. I think that was the main reason, too, because it's a big protest going on in Haiti. A constitutional referendum is set to be held in September alongside the presidential and legislative elections. So the municipal and local elections have been scheduled for January 16, 2022. Many in the country had disputed Moi's right to continue serving in the presidency this year, while the U.S. Nations and Organization of the American States reports his claim to a fifth year in office, so he should have stepped down on February 7th. So Moise, however, claimed his fifth year term should end 2022 because he wasn't sworn in until February 2017. His inauguration was delayed over allegations of voter fraud during the 2015 election, which led to a presidential runoff that was postponed twice over what authorities call threats and security concerns. See, that's what I'm saying. They don't live like in more of a democracy, but the voter fraud It could be like that's what I'm saying though. I don't know too much about him, but I don't know if it's because I believe this was definitely an inside job. And then on top of that too, for him rising in power and infrastructure's been empty. I mean, you just got in office because your influence is like you're really not qualified for it, and maybe people. I don't know how the judicial system is or the legislative system is in Haiti, man. But at the same time, though, like they want him to step down, and I think it has to be something like, hey, man, we're just gonna just take him out. And I just think people were just very, very angry, So it had led to extreme violence in the Haiti's capital, Port-au-Prince. Crazy, man. So, and then too, they dealing with the coronavirus pandemic, man. Man, that's just been really hectic. Its economy has been contracting even before the pandemic shrunk further 3.8% in 2020, with about 60% of the population now living in poverty. Yeah, man. So it's a lot. It's a lot, man. 1.5 million children are currently in urgent need of humanitarian assistance in Haiti. So I'm just thinking, like, I mean, rest in peace to Jovenel Moïse, man, the respect for his family. But, like, was he aware of this? Like, what has he done in his presidency? Like, what did he done to, is he trying to help out? What is the GDP of this? What's really going on? Like, it shouldn't be no reason. Like, you have 1.5 million children in need of humanitarian, man. But I don't know, man. The politics is very dirty. But I mean, this man shouldn't been killed. I mean, this is crazy, man. So, but I just really had to report on this. My condolences to the family, seriously. But I always want to know, like, what led to this. Like, someone had to been angry and just upset how the country is moving forward and the dirty politics that's going on, I'm thinking. But anyway, man, I'm pretty sure they're gonna do like I said, doing a thorough investigation, getting everybody with the US help as well. But yeah, man, so you guys tell me what you guys think, man. I just want to read about this. Y'all like, comment, subscribe, share this video. This is my thoughts on the assassination of President of Haiti, man, Jovenel Moïse, man. So that's all we have to say. Like, comment, subscribe, share this video. I'm out. Deuces.